Hi, this is Dan Halsey with United Designers and Southwoods Ecosystems, bringing you a little shortcut to help with some of the problems that we have in getting our plant list and our symbols list out of Illustrator, and then being able to use that in Excel or Word doc, or even on our design. Maybe we want to have this list and use this specific list itself in our design, but it's hard to do that because you can't get this out of Illustrator as a list. It also doesn't count the plants. Basically, it's pretty basic as far as what the list does. It just holds your symbols for you so you can drag and drop them. But as you can see here, I've got most, this is a small part of the main design, but I've got most of the design down. I've counted the plants that I have using the Select All Instances tool that they have. So I have here 80 leeks, I have 60 shallots, 40 chives, 10 service berries. So I've done my count, and that's what I do is I just double click on this and I put that count at the end to help me remember how many are in the design. But it's on there, and I could go through and just double click and copy each one of these lines, and that is a way to do it. But when you have 83 plants or more or something like that, that's a lot of work. So this is a little shortcut to get this list out of Illustrator and into any kind of word processing. So we're in Illustrator right now, and I'm going to do a screen grab in Apple. With the Mac, it's a Shift Command 4, and I'm just going to do a screen grab of those plants. So now I've got it. And then I'm going to open that file up in Adobe Acrobat. I already have that opened up here. So in Acrobat, and Acrobat Pro specifically, this is now just a photograph. There's no text, you can't select it, you can't work with it. You know, it basically has issues that way. But what you can do is turn that into text by using the Enhance Scan tool that's on the right side of Acrobat. So I turn that on, and then you get to this that says Recognize Text. So let me cancel out of that for a second. I'm going to just close this. So I go to Enhance Scans, Recognize Text in this file, and then there's a big blue button and you click on that unless you have language issues or some other issues. But for the most part, just click on the blue button. And then it goes through and it makes all of those letters now text. So you can actually select them. There we go. You can select them with the selection tool and cut and paste them, which is pretty sweet. So I'm just going to do select all and then copy that and then go over here to Excel. Now this is actually my plant list that I'm working on, and I like to keep things straight in there. But this is what I did previously. Here's the finished list. Now it's in Excel, and each cell has the plant in there. I can also take that and paste that into my design for a nice plant list, and then go put the tabs back in and put those in columns, because it won't keep that for you when you paste it into Illustrator. This is one that I did previously here. So let's just shoot across here. Excuse me. So I'm just going to paste again my plant list. This is what we got just out of working in Illustrator there. And I'm trying to get my, here we go. So here we have symbols and letters and numbers and all sorts of things in here mixed together. So to clean it up, just double click and then erase everything left of the word, the binomial scientific name. And then in some of these, for some reason, all it will show is the symbol itself. So we can go through that one and just go up to Edit, probably can't see this, Delete, and then move the cells up, and it gets rid of all those. We're going to do that again because it's kind of, for some reason, it's inconsistent how it does this, but when you paste it in, so we're going to go to Edit, Delete, move cells up again, and now you have your plant list, just like that. And you select it, and then it's a gray for some reason, so we're going to make that black. And now again, you have, just like we had over here, you have the plant list now in editable text, whereas before it was just in Illustrator and kind of stuck in there. So now you have the whole thing. So I took a photograph, a screen grab in Illustrator. I opened up that photograph in Adobe Acrobat, I'll open that up again here, did the enhanced scans and recognize text of that file. I'll cancel that. And then, since I had that open, I can now grab all these, because it is text, and paste that into an Excel spreadsheet for storage, whatever purpose you might have for it. But right now, we can copy that, go back into Illustrator, and I can now use that in my design as a plant list. And it's text, and it's editable, and it has all the information that I had in my symbol library is now on here. So thinking forward too, maybe you want to keep more information in the symbol library as you're working, make notes in that, and then that will show up as a copy in your design if you want to use it later. I'd put a white box behind this and everything, and also make it maybe in neater columns. But that puts everything alphabetically by the scientific name. You could go back in and add the little the binomial symbol letters, the J-U-R-E like here for English walnut. Maybe you want to put that on the front to help find them. But either way, it's going to be alphabetical order by those letters anyway. So that's a quick way of grabbing this list off of Illustrator, bringing it into Acrobat, and then putting it in Excel so that you can clean it up and use it in your design or in a Word document, in a report. And it just makes it easier than to have these lists directly off your design. This is Dan Halsey with Southwoods and United Designers. Hope you have a good rest of the day, and we'll see you next time.